And I think we go with our Shaping Nature here. We'll go with the Vitality one because we have 2 frogs next to this. So they'll make that go up pretty quickly. And look how many points we have. We're getting so many points from the Symbiosis, so many points from the Aquan. It's adding up super fast, even though he did his Alzur combo and everything with the Johnny. We'll see if we can actually just beat him. So today we're going to be playing some Symbiosis. Symbiosis is it's one of the only decks that actually got like changes to it, like more than one change to it. The other one would be like the Imprisonment, Rent-Free stuff, because it got Spotter changed and in Reavers. So this one got the most changes, so we'll be trying it out first. Well, the cards that did get changed, our Shaping Nature got buffed, so we got an extra point on all of these abilities here, which is pretty nice. Usually didn't run Shaping Nature just because the value wasn't really there, and it's not the best. Like, it makes something really big, which can be a problem, but with Yrden being nerfed into Oblivion, we don't really have to worry about that quite as much. The other one is Frog Mating Season, got a 1 provision buff. I really like Frog Mating Season. I really want to combo it with the Great Oak, but I couldn't really justify taking out Simloss. But we'll come back to that. So Naiad Pondkeeper also got changed from 5 to 4. I think a lot of people agreed this should have been 4 when it came out. Now it is. At 4, it's much more tolerable. It's a really decent tech option to remove stuff with this damage ability. Although you usually won't get the Treants that big, unless you have your Aquan out or you're doing incredibly well anyway. And then last but not least, for changes at Dried Enchantress, they added Symbiosis, which is really nice to have Symbiosis. And then the one of its power went to the Vitality and Armors. So having another Symbiosis card is pretty decent. You might also, because some people actually ran the Abandoned Girl, just get our Symbiosis card out. You could do that, but you're cutting into the amount of nature cards you can run. But yeah, just adding more Symbiosis cards is nice because there's not very many. As far as the deck itself, we are running the Crystal Skull just because of the Sorceress of Dol Bothana. I considered cutting the Sorceresses so we could bump the Forest Protector to Great Oak and then bump the... well, actually, we'll keep the Forest Protector. We'd bump the... cut these and then make the Shaping Nature into the Great Oak. I was going to say we could bump the Shaping Nature to this and then bump this to the Great Oak. It's the same thing. But yeah, I considered doing that. But I felt like we'd still want to run the Sorceresses for now. I'll try out that version with Great Oak later. Great Oak, really nice with the Frog Mating Season because you get those tokens set up very, very quickly. That's also why I'd want to try that out. But for now, we're going to try out Shaping Nature just because it got buffed. And then after that, we'll see how the Great Oak version feels. But yeah, we have the Simloss, just to get out the 2 Bountiful Harvest. Really nice. We got the Ethne. We're still playing Devotion. We have the Forest Protector to bring back a Bronze Nature card. This is pretty flexible, and you want to use it for, like, it's really nice to have the flexibility. Use whatever you want. Call the Forest. Still really good. I'm so happy this is now better than Royal Decree, at least in some ways. And we got the Shape Nature, Frog Mating Season we talked about. Phrixinate just gives us a whole bunch of young Dryads, which is pretty nice. It's kind of awkward to set up right away because you don't really want to put 2 Nature's Gift charges on him, but you can to get him to reset right away. So when you open with him, it can be a bit annoying, but at least the buffed Enchantress can now give him 4 Vitality the next turn. Then we have Bountiful Harvest. Like I mentioned, it's just really good to set up with Simloss. It's really nice to bring back the Forest Protector. The 2 Sorceresses, Dol Bothana. This is one that, like I said, you can cut this to add Great Oak, you can cut this to add other stuff. I just felt like we'd still want to try these out for now. I think they're pretty good, especially for running Crystal Skull as our stratagem. And they're extra good because we have the Dryad's Caresses, which means we usually can get our locks. So that's really handy. We have the 2 Nature's Rebukes, the Hamadryads for value, the Naiad Fledglings. These things are incredibly good if the opponent doesn't answer them. So usually they will answer them. The 2 Caresses, the 1 Tempering. This 1 Tempering could be anything. It could be an Abandoned Girl. I used to have 2 Temperings in here as another option for the Simloss, but I figured we'd just cut a Tempering to fit in 2 Naiad Pondkeepers instead of 1, just because the Naiad Pondkeeper and the Dried Enchantresses got buffed, so I'm running 2 of those. You could cut one of either of these for a Tempering. Probably the Enchantress, but we'll see. Could also be the Mid. But that's the deck. Pretty much just going to be trying out the new Symbiosis stuff, see how we feel about it. And I'm guessing that without Yrden, this might actually do pretty well. Looks like we have a mirror match. This will be interesting. Mirror matches I don't like. I'm pretty sure I've said this a lot. Because although there is quite a bit of skill in who can play the deck better, there's also who can draw better. And it has a big difference. And this is a perfect example of how to have a nice hand I'm just kidding. This hand is not amazing. He is running Cursed Scroll, though, which is interesting. So this is Phyrexiant. We're going to have to either answer with our own Phyrexiant or kind of just give up here. We don't have our Phyrexiant, which means we'd have to call the Forest it, which means we can't call the Forest Aquan. And he also has his Aquan. So that's not really good. That's actually kind of bad. How do we keep up, then? I think we may just have to concede to this round. Or we go with the Aquan. Then we can't match his Aquan. Could go for our Symbiosis, but again, that's a lot of points to get rid of. We could just drop Hamadryad.
Though trees live longer than humans,
We'll just use some bronzes to see what he commits, but we can't match this Phyrexiant, so we're probably going to lose this round.
we must save the trees.
He's just going to play his Aquan as well. We definitely just give up on this round then. What is our least committal stuff we can play? I guess we can play the Dried Enchantresses.
The forest holds many secrets.
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
Let me sing the song of my people.
And then I guess we could play a Nature's Rebuke. It's nice to have one of these in the graveyard for the Forest Protector. Day of the Trance completed. I don't know what that is, but it's nice. I get some reward points from that.
You're alone after.
Now we do kind of need to draw our good cards. We got Phyrexiant, that's good. The problem is we couldn't get Phyrexiant and Aquan last round. We do not want to draw a Nature's Rebuke, but we would like to find our... Okay, there he is, Symbiosis. So we can use our Call the Forest on our Aquan.
Earth, choke the embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
See, he's just dropping that. He hasn't any leader charges, so he'll probably get Vitality. I think we just kill this. I think he's gonna have plenty of cards to give that Vitality, so I think we just remove it. And he's going to pass. Is there any benefit to playing any of our cards here? Not really. Got the one token out. More redraws is better here, just in case we get Nature's Rebukes. Or not Rebukes, the Bountiful Harvest, we can put them back. Now what we're really looking for is, I don't think we can play Frog Mating Season. I think we're going to have too many tokens. I think our row's going to get filled up, which is kind of bad. But I think we'll have too many tokens to make use of this. As weird as it is, we might put that back. I think we will. It feels bad, but I kind of think we should. We've drawn both Nature's Rebukes, so we can't draw it again. So, we do here is we're going to get our Aquan out. We want to get this out first, and then go this with this. So I think we'll just play the Ethne here. Wondering when we play the Hamadryad. I don't want to play this first just because he's going to have removal potentially.
Take care, Mr.
So now we've done that. Go with our Aquan. She will be pretty strong here because we will just play our melee so we get more tokens we want from Phyrexian. She'll combo pretty well with the Ethne.
Human messenger, let us answer with arrows.
The question is, do we want to play Phyrexian? Because we're going to have too many tokens. I think we just go with probably the Hamadryad here. Or we set up one of these fledglings. Let's go with one of the fledglings. It's going to be difficult to find space for everything, because we still have Simloss. There's his Simloss. I think we go Simloss next turn. Having Aquan this round is actually a really big advantage, because we get so many more vitality points. I think we just set this up for now, though. Definitely want this to be going. So do a rebuke. Not surprised there. Okay, I think we can go with Phyrexian. I think we'll be fine for his tokens.
That Broccolon. Who would have thought?
Getting a lot of setup, our last turn should be pretty big. Okay, we do lose him. Not really surprised there. Let's go with our Simloss. We don't have any... Well, we have our Symbiosis here. We'll play this first. Then we'll go with our Simloss next turn. Play our Simloss. Get our 2 Bountiful Harvests. We have a movement effect, which doesn't really do anything. So pick this as well. I didn't really want to pick this one. But, just because it gives him more token space if we kill a token. Like, he gets to play another unit now. Would have been running out of space otherwise, and we'll just hit this.
Upon which your kind dies.
Get the vitality going from the Aquan. This is pretty nice now. Minus 12. It's pretty good. Go play this here. Now he's played a Pawn Keeper. Next turn we'll drop this Forest Protector and we'll finish with this card. We definitely couldn't afford the Frog Mating Season here, even with the removal. Here, let's look at how many tokens we have. So now his rows are full. I think we'll finish... We'll play Forest Protector. And then I think we'll play a Harvest here.
You're dead already.
And we do have a 2 Vitality here. We'll just throw that out on this card. And he can't play any more units, so maybe he has a Shaping Nature. No, he doesn't. Discards, Enchantress. Yeah, too many tokens, and our tokens get the Vitality. GG. Another mirror match.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
See what we've got here. We do have Phyrexian, which is nice to see as an opener. We got both Bountiful Harvests. This hand here, we've got Vitalities here. You're going first. So I think we open with the Sorceress, try and put something on Phyrexian. Probably only the one Pond Keeper. Did get our Aquan. I don't know if I said this last game, but in the mirror match, Aquan is important. You can't just throw down Aquan early. You have to have a, you either need her in the round 3 so that your tokens can beat the opponent's tokens in value, or you need to do something round 2 to bleed it out. You just can't go to round 3 without your Aquan, and they have it. But I think we have a pretty obvious opener here. Go with a double leader on it? Just a single. Just a single. Interesting. Interesting. I think we do want to use our Phyrexian. And then we'll see if we can get a Dryad's Caress here. We do not get one, although these are all decent options. Go with the Hound Harvest here. Let's go with the Swordmaster. Oh no, we can do this. Will kill one of his tokens. That's pretty nice. Bomb one of those. And this is in Nature's Rebuke range. Pretty good setup. We could also caress our own Phyrexian. Okay, whatever. We'll just both rebuke each other's cards. It's fine. Maybe we should have used the leader charge on the Phyrexian there. I think I said I was going to, then I didn't do it. Happens. So he's just going to pass on 7 then. If he's going to do that, I think we just throw down a Dryad's Caress. Alright, so, like I said, we either want Aquan for round 3 to match his Aquan, or we do something round 2. I think we want to do something round 2 here. Because our hand's looking pretty good. Question is, what do we want to do? We'd like to get a Hamadryad if we're going to do something this round. And the reason we really want to do this is we get too many tokens with Frog Mating Season. So we would go Aquan with Frog Mating Season this round. I think we have a good round 2 push here. We still are Symbiosis Bountiful Harvest around 3. So I think we'll go for the Aquan stuff this round. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So let's just start here with something like Nature's Rebuked, right? Just start with a Sorceress.
Stop gargling like that.
Oh, she didn't die. Wish we had our Shaping Nature here. That would have been pretty nice. Really nice, actually. We can Frog Mating Season. We only have one target, though, so that's not really good. I guess we could Forest Protector back. Yeah, let's go Forest Protector. Let's bring back our Harvest here. And let's go with... Let's just pick this guy. We could have gone for the Dryad's Caress to boost her back to 4, but that's not really good value. So I think we'll just do this. If he does have a 1 damage way to kill her, it's probably just another one of these Circle of Lives. Because usually they don't have many pings. You can't really... The Pond Keeper, I think, has to buy the power, then reset it. She could use that. Or he could use that. Yeah, just second circle of life. That's fine. Question is, do we go with the Aquan or not? That's really what we're thinking about here. Go Aquan short round 3. I think we will. Let me boost her out of Nature's Rebuke range. Yeah, so he has to play his Aquan here. Let me play one of these, the one that's at 6. Then we try and keep a short round setup. That's gonna be our plan here. The only thing we're really missing is a Hamadryad, which he does have. If we just hold on to like Ethne, Frogmane Season, I don't think will be good round 3 if it's short. Oh, he's got 2 of these. It's a lot of points. He didn't give this one Vitality though. Maybe he doesn't have a way to do it. So we just hold these 2 for round 3, and I think we play the Frogmane Season, and then we will pass. We have a really big point advantage, though. So yeah, he's going to do the Frogmane Season, too. It's not the best on the Hamadryads, because it removes their Vitality quickly. We just save this for round 3. He's up a Forest Protector over us, potentially. But he's down by 20, or by 17 here. If we go Call the Forest, we wouldn't really have a good target. So I think this is our turn to pass here. He does need to play at least a decent card. It's the Shaping Nature. So he moved the frogs to not mess up his Hamadryads. That makes sense. A 9-point boost is what he's going for, unless he puts on a frog, in which case it should be the Vitality one. I need to do the Vitality one, so he should be fine here. I think. It's a lot of... I'm not counting, I'm just looking at it. I think he's fine. Yeah, he's definitely fine. So we have Ethne, Simloss, and so does he. So, this is going to be interesting. He also has Shaping Nature. We can't draw a Bountiful Harvest. We can't risk drawing a Bountiful Harvest, which means this is the hand we're stuck with. And that's okay, I guess. We know Hamadryad still. We have an extra leader charge over him, but I'm not sure we'll get value out of Pond Keeper. We'll see. He has one of these left, which is annoying too. So let's go with our Simloss here. Hope we can kill his guy off. Double Bountiful Harvests. What are we going to get? 2 damage. That's nice. And then 2 damage. It's nice. We can kill off this they had Fledgling, which is really good. And then we have our Bonded effect. He's going to do the exact same thing. Shaping Nature would be... Well, we're just going to play it for the 9 boost as a finisher, I think. Because it plays for the same value right now as if you just did the 9 boost. But it would let us do a Treant reset. You want to reset at 12. Okay, fine. We'll play the Shaping Nature here. Although, if we do that, then he could Pawnkeeper us. Look, this is he would do 11 damage if ours was at a 12. Okay, we'll do it. Well, let's deny some value on this. Like 1 or 2 points or something. We should win this. We have more we've got more stuff left. This is like, it's like the same thing if we damage this or if we just get the 1 vitality. Or not vitality, the symbiosis. It's the same value. But we have a rather large advantage here. This has to be for sim loss. Yep, this is going to be for sim loss. Let's see how close it is. Oh, he's not running it. Why not? Not really sure what he's playing instead, for being honest. There's GG. Fun fact for all you who don't know, if you concede like this, you get half the experience for your level than if you let the opponent win. And the opponent gets 1/4 the experience than if they would have won, approximately. So forfeiting just makes everyone level up slower, in case you didn't know. Going up against Double Cross. Really excited to not be playing a mirror match this time. Played a couple mirror matches already. Excited to see something different. As far as this hand, what we'd like to see is Phyrexiant, and also one of the sorceresses would be really good. Pawnkeeper's not great here, I don't think. Of course, we draw the second one then. This hand does not synergize well with our stratagem. They have locks and stuff, but we don't have Dryad's Caress, so we actually have no Purifies.
Come to me, little one.
With no Purifies, I don't really want to throw out Phyrexiant because he'll get locked and we can't do anything about it.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
That's not too surprising. So how many vitalities can we put out? We can put out some here. I don't want to use Aquan yet. I guess we'll play the second Hamadryad.
'Tis my tree. I was born.
I don't really want to use the second Hamadryad. We don't have too many other cards I want to play. I do want to play Aquan with the Fledgling, and preferably with Phyrexiant, because it gives Aquan really big vitalities. And then I don't want to play Simloss yet. We don't want to use the Call to Forest. We could use Call to Forest, but we'd use it for Phyrexiant. I don't think we want to play him here because we don't have a Purify card. We don't have anything for this until we play this, so we'll play this round. But first we do have to go with this for the vitalities. And I think we'll play the Nature's Rebuke to set it up for the Forest Protector, and I think we'll pass. Well, I mean, I think he'll pass then. Okay, now we can't play the Nature's Rebuke. That is very annoying, actually. It's actually really annoying. We'll play this. I don't want to use it here, but we can't really use anything else. Yeah, that was a good choice by him to give that the shield. Now he's all of his gold cards. We're going to go up against him here. Not entirely sure what his deck is. Double Cross can be a lot of things. Okay, we don't want Bountiful Harvest, and we don't want Rebuke. Don't get me the second Bountiful Harvest. Okay. We can work with this. We still have no Purifies, which is a kind of a problem versus Nilfgaard. But we'll do our best here. We're just going to open with the Phyrexian. The +1 boost here should be nice to help him out.
Come on,
Beautiful.
lady of the
Everything,
wood.
really.
And then we'll put the Shaping Nature on him next turn. Since he's got a unit next to him, doesn't die to Assassination or anything. Where stuff like Vilgefortz and Invocation are still problems. Are we playing Renfrey? No, we're not, because we got Tourney Joust. Interesting. So this is for like bribery and stuff. Trying to think if there's anything really bad for him to get out of our hand. Simloss could be really good for him. Double thins his deck, plays like 2, whatever they are, diplomacies. We don't want him to get that. I think we do go for... Do we go for the frog mating season? It's not bad. We don't have a great way to give our Phyrexian a lot of vitality. Let's do the frog mating season. We can move the frogs out of this row if we want. And this way, if he invocations us or something, we don't lose too many points of vitality. Yeah, there's the invocation. We don't lose like an extra 5 vitality or anything then. That's fine. We're going to have to play our Shaping Nature. We want to get that going, so I think we'll just use it on this frog. Could have put on a Treant to set up a Pond Keeper here, but I don't think there's anything we really want to use, and I'd like to keep the frogs with their movement ability ready. Hamadryad. Question is, do we want to play Aquan here or do we not? We don't have a lot of Dryads. We don't have a lot of Dryads. I want to use Simloss, because thinning the deck's good for round 3, because we may want to make sure we get our good cards. But I think we have all of our good cards. Yeah, we have like a really good short round hand here. We've got Aquan, Simloss. These are all short round cards we want to have. So I think we'll do is we'll just play the Pond Keeper. And use this 1 damage to kill this. And then we'll play the Rebuke, and then at that point I think we'll pass. Of course, he has a really good short round too. Maybe we bleed with some of these cards.
Regret this, good sir.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? So there's the double cross. Okay, we got rid of double cross. That's good. He sees our hand. Our hand is looking really good for round 3. But so is his, right? He's going to have all his gold cards. He has carryover on this. He's going to play Ramon with the Nausicaa Sergeant. This is for 2 Imperial Diplomacies, almost certainly.
At your age.
Or some other bronze. Yeah, he's got 2 Diplomacies left, so it's for those. And these are cards we can't compete with at this point, right? I guess we can. We're definitely going to play this Rebuke, because I don't think we have played a Rebuke yet. We want one in the graveyard for the Forest Protector for sure. We hit this. He might boost it with the Truffle. He did not. So we will hit this. Last bronze we're going to play here. The next turn is our pass. And we have a very good short round 3. I guess medium length round 3. It's like 7 cards. It's not really short. But we have really good setup. Assuming we don't draw Bountiful Harvests. Let's see what we can do. He's going to have it set up too. Do not want this card. We can't redraw because we could get the second one. Excuse me. Let's see what we've got here. So there's the Phyrexian. He's going to try and copy our stuff. Fine. So what I think we do is we go Ethne first.
Let us answer with arrows.
Go Aquin into Simlos into this, you know.
Your name, young man, demands you be cursed into an urchin.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Let's go Aquin here. We did something stupid. Should have played her melee to dodge assassination. For some reason I thought the treant would spawn next to her.
Suffering ennobles, friend.
But it didn't.
Be a count once I'm done with you.
We could go with the Pawn Keeper, actually give us more vitalities before he Simlots. Or more, yeah, more vitalities. Would it be worth more to Symbiosis, or would it be worth more to destroy one of his cards? It'd be worth more to Symbiosis, I think. And now we go for our Simloss. There's the Artid. Alright, so now we go Simloss. This should give us a lot of points really quick. Go Harvest. We have to Harvest before we play the, we have to do this before the Forest Protector. Do we have an Elf, actually? We do have an Elf. We could Purify something. Not really worth it, I don't think. Let's take this. And this. This is good ordering. So we can actually kill his Aquan. The vitalities are going pretty quick here. We have to go with the Harvest before we play this, just because we want to get that hand boost. But we have a lot of value out here. He probably still has Vilgefortz.
I don't care.
There's the coup. Another Aquan. Sure. We'll play a Rebuke now. Remove the Aquan. A lot of vitalities going, and this is a really good round. Like, we can get a lot of points in a shorter round, medium-ish length round like this with the Aquan and the Ethne. It's just a lot of points. Obviously, we don't have like anything great for this. We could have purified the Spine earlier, but then we lose her Infused. Because the Infused doesn't really do anything. Oh, we boost something small by 9. This is pretty small. We got 113 card points in 7 cards. It's pretty good. Let's see what his last card is. It can't be Yurden, so we're safe from that. And we boosted her, so we can't get Ignied on this row. Alright, he could actually win this still. Now, if this was Simloss, I think he would win. He probably has 2 more bronzes he can play. But GG. Going up against knights, we have no answers to them, so we have to outvalue them round 1 to bleed out the scenario. In order to do that, we really want a good hand. At least a decent hand. Phyrexian could work here. This is not a good card for us. This is. We would like a Hamadryad. This might actually be useful. But I think we'd rather look for Hamadryad. Okay, good, we got one. So we'll start off here with the Sorceress. I meant to play this melee because I was thinking about playing Phyrexian at range, and then I played this range because Phyrexian being ranged just was in my head. Anyone else think like that? So we're gonna set up the combo here.
No faces, no hearts.
Go Phyrexian.
That Brochelon would be my home.
My old
Who
mate.
would have thought?
I don't remember.
Caress would be nice. Rebuke's not great. Go Harvest. And then we just move this thing out of the melee row. And that helps so much. And I think we just go for the 2 on this. Just because winning this round is so important. First Knights. Because now this is melee. It loses him 2 points a turn for the rest of the round. Which is really actually quite a big deal. We won't use our last leader charge on this Hamadryad, but we can boost it with the, we'll give it Vitality some other way next turn. Probably with the Enchantress or Shaping Nature. He's trying to set up his carryover.
I would bet my apple you'll not leave Brochelon. Not alive at any rate.
This should give us what we need for the rest of the round, basically. He might pass, but I think he's going to want to use his order first, at least. Hopefully he's playing an Erendite deck. I'm pretty sure he is. Actually, at that point, if he's playing Erendite, we should just keep going. We'll just deploy out this 4 Vitality here. Just make it clear to him his Erendite's not getting very big. Very good. Now you want to open with something strong and just force out the scenario. So really what we want to draw is what we want to draw is our Shaping Nature, not Shaping Nature. We're going to draw that. But in addition to this, we want to get a way to play Simloss, which we don't have. This is interesting though. We haven't played a Rebuke yet, which means we don't have one in graveyard for our Forest Protector, but I would really like, I think I like the rest of these cards more. Okay, I like it less than this one. So we'll just start with this.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it ends.
I think we'll just do this for Bountiful Harvest. We don't have a lot of our gold cards, which means we can kind of just play everything out of our hand. These are all really bad. So that's annoying. They're all really bad. They're all worth 3. We've bled this out. That's really good. He's gonna carry over the Vendogrift. I think we want to play at least one more card here. We want him to. I think his long round's stronger than ours. We want to get rid of the Maiden Shield. Like, this is his best long round card, but we want to get rid of some cards if we can. We are going to let him reset this potentially, though. I want him to get rid of the Maiden Shield. Like, it's a really strong short round card. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we're happy. I'd rather actually have him not have the Maiden Shield and let him hit the Vendegrift order. Oh, he's leader charging too. That's interesting. Now we pass. And he has no... He's got no Maiden Shield, which is like one of the good short round cards. He's got no Damsel, so we should have a chance here. He does have the Vendegrift, though. Still carrying over. We gave him a lot of value on that, but I'd rather just him not have Maiden Shield. Maybe that's the wrong choice. That's just how I feel. Now, we would like a way to get Simloss. Or Aquin. Man, we're just going to lose from not having good cards here. We don't have Simloss. Okay. We'll have to make do without him. That's going to be pretty hard, for being honest here. But we'll see what we can do here. We have a lot of nature cards and Aquin, so that's just going to have to carry us. Kind of concerned about this one. Okay. I was worried that this was going to be for a... what's he called? The knight that duels, but maybe not. Let's go with Aquin. If Aquin dies, we're probably going to lose. But he shouldn't have very much removal. Like, we might get air indicted here. No. Okay, that's good. It's good we didn't. Let's play this. There should be an air indict. Like, he should kill off the Aquin. Yeah. No. Oh, it was only a 3. That's... Oh, it's a 7. Why didn't he kill Aquin? That makes no sense. Kill the Aquin, dude. This gives so much power, or so many points. We play this. Now. So we can give it vitality with the fledgling. I don't know why he can kill Aquin. Aquin's going to give us so many points. He must have another way to kill it. Guess he doesn't. He still has a really good short round. Just knights are knights. Knights are knights. What a great statement. Treant doesn't really do anything. Let's hit with this, I guess.
Long live the king!
This is pretty good. And then we want to go with the damage, I suppose. Then we just eat some of these vitalities. He's gonna win this, but it was somewhat close. It would not have been close at all if you killed our Aquin, though. Didn't get our Simloss or our Call of the Force. That's what this one came down to. Dwarves are interesting. Let's see what we've got here. Alright, we've got... Oh, wow, we got... This hand is very good. This back, I think. This vitality could be kind of nice for the Phyrexian. Or for this. So I think we'll hold this. And I think we'll keep this. The only thing we're missing is something to put this Crystal Skull on, but that's okay.
I've no fondness for yet fish.
We're going to double leader the Phyrexian here. Just try and use him to carry this round. Against dwarves, we want to get rid of the Brewer. We don't want him to brew for round 3, I don't think. If we have no interference with that, it'll be stronger than our long round 3. So we gotta get rid of that.
My old name? I don't remember. I don't care.
Pretty risky just to throw this sound out and using our last leader on it, but I don't like using the last leader on it. Hopefully we can put the Enchantress onto it. Hand buff. Interesting. That is a Nature's Rebuke target if I've ever seen one. I was so fast to rebuke it, I forgot to click Frakes at first. I was just so excited to kill that thing. It's kind of awkward. And there is the Sarah. We could kill Sarah. Do we think he's going to contest the round, though? It's hand buff. We have to make sure he doesn't. Fine. That should be the end of this round. If he has Sarah, though, he might keep going with the sim loss, so we want to make sure he doesn't. It means we lose our Force Protector, but if this is some kind of hand buff, we push round 2. If it's not, well, we'll be interested to see what he's playing. Okay, so this is actually a really nice hand here. Other than this card, this looks pretty good. We're definitely going to go with this. Then hopefully get our Ethne for round 3. It's the only card we're missing, so we can call the Forest it. I think we just start with the Aquan. We'll give this our Vitality so it's out of Nature's Rebuke range. Want to push with her, at least to look at the sim loss. We don't have a Nature's Rebuke, which is annoying. But sim loss potentially could find us some answers to
Why
this.
should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
Look what the werecat dragged in.
I was hoping to get a second damage card, but we didn't. It's fine. Having the Elven Seer is nice. It's a really good card to get off of the harvest. There's Johnny. We want to get more Dryads out, so I think we'll go with the Fledgling here. Just because the Aquan Vitalities add up very quickly. And then, oh, we should have Peacekeepered.
War will be our downfall. This I have seen.
Maybe that's the card we want to kill. I guess we'll just use this. This is probably Orb of Insight with Alzur, if I'm guessing. That's sure what it is. That's definitely what it is. We'll play this.
I could drown you with a single drop.
We have a very big point lead, so we want him to Alzur here. I would have gone for Nilfgaard for a lock, but I guess you can get that and be very happy. We definitely want a way to kill that. This is the best way to kill it. No, it's not. We don't have a unit in our hand. Pretend I didn't say that. That would a unit in our hand. Do not. This Purify is not great here. I think we'll go with the Frog Mating Season. Having so many tokens doesn't really matter because these are all specials. There's the Alzur. We do want that to be gone, and we want the Herald Gord to be gone. Ooh, that's a really good one. It's really lucky on that one. So we'll remove this Vitality here. So we can do this. Caress. And then we'll put the Caress on one of these. So the frogs can take a bit of it off. So put on this one. A lot of Vitality. There's the Uma's Curse. We do have a 30-point lead still. This is a spell, so it should trigger and give him what? This is a 10? Let's see what he gets. Crow Mother. It's decent point play. And I think we go with our Shaping Nature here. We'll go with the Vitality one because we have 2 frogs next to this. So they'll make that go up pretty quickly. And look how many points we have. We're getting so many points from the Symbiosis. So many points from the Aquan. It's adding up super fast. Even though he did his Alzur combo and everything with the Johnny. We'll see if we can actually just beat him. I think he'll be fine here because we won't 2-0 him. But look at the amount of points we've generated. And we forced out the Sim loss. For 1 pact. Ooh, that feels bad. Alright. Let's see what we can get rid of from his hand now. And our short round's still really good. He does manage to win the round, but we got rid of the Herald Gord, which is really good. I think we got rid of all of his big plays, so that's really nice. And we can still go Ethne and then do whatever. Although we can't target with these cards, so we do need more units. We just need units. Okay, never mind. We just got a GG. Alright, so what I think about Symbiosis, without Yurden, it's pretty good. You have a really good point round, or point potential. Especially with, if you can combo Phyrexian and Aquan, it's very, very good. But usually I like to play Phyrexian like earlier in the game, then Aquan is like around 3. But you can combo them at some point. Just keep in mind, especially in mirror matches, that you really need the Aquan for round 3 if the opponent has theirs, because the amount of vitality it adds if it's not killed is insane. So if your opponent's also playing Aquan, you need to like match their Aquans, or like somehow get rid of it. Because if one of you have it and the other one doesn't, it's just such a big differential. You can see that in like our first 2 games of the mirror matches. Now as far as the actual rest of the deck, Shaping Nature, it goes well with Frog Mating Season because you can get the vitalities to boost pretty quickly because you'll use the frogs to do it, which is nice. Would I rather have Great Oak and not the sorceresses? That's a tough question. The thing about this is what I was thinking about during the games, is the sorceresses are pretty good if they get their abilities, and you can boost them. But would I rather have a Great Oak and cut one of these? I think I would. Because we're not running Gords, so them making extra cards isn't that bad. But they make nature cards, which is really good for the Symbiosis. So it's kind of up to you. I think I like them still. They're good with the Crystal Skull going first, which is nice, because sometimes people go first and just try and bleed you out of stuff. As I'm sure everyone's aware. It definitely happens. But I think, I don't know, I'll play a few, I'll try both versions and see what I think. But yeah, overall, I think the deck's pretty good. You have strong potential for a long round and short round. You just have to keep in mind, especially with the Frog Mating Season, that if you're playing a long round, you could fill all of your rows with tokens, and that becomes problematic. So a longer round, like 7 cards, is probably better than a 10 card round, just because you will not fill your rows up. And sometimes you have to put back this Frog Mating Season just to make sure you have space on your board. We won a game, I think it was the second or maybe it's the third game. We won a game by doing that. That was definitely the right choice. So sometimes you have to keep that in mind, that the Frog Mini Scene just makes too many tokens. But overall, I do really like the deck. The changes to Pound Keeper I like. Enchantress felt pretty nice. It was actually... Sometimes you actually just don't have enough vitality to put on your units, and the Enchantress giving you 4 for stuff like Common Dryad and Phyrexian is actually really nice. Especially if you use up some of your charges on your Phyrexian early, like you double leader charge the Phyrexian at round 1. You don't have that many leader charges to put on the Hamadryads, so having the Enchantresses is really nice there, and the extra Symbiosis is also handy. So I like the deck overall. I think it's pretty good. I'm not sure about the Great Oak edition. I just really like Great Oak, and I think it fit pretty well here with the tokens. So maybe Shaping Nature for Great Oak, and then drop the Sorceresses down to 4. You could add a second Tempering, or you could add Abandoned Girls. Abandoned Girls work pretty well in the deck. So, up to you. Overall, though, I think the deck's pretty good. I had a lot of fun playing it, and we'll be back next time with another one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.